met our first refugee in 2014, and what we learned is that refugees, by definition, are forced from their home country, they can't go back. And then when they can't go back, they register with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. And they get permission then to be vetted. It's a 2 to 3 year vetting process that they go through. And they get permission to be resettled after that, and that's not even a guarantee. It can be many, many, many years. Then when they come to the United States, they don't get to pick where they go. And they get, from our federal government, they get 90 days worth of resources. That's it. And on day 91, their case file is closed, and they're called self-sufficient. And when we learned all that, it was like, that's ridiculous. I could move across the country and be self-sufficient in 90 days. And so we started volunteering with an organization down here called World Relief. And as we did, we saw the need, and we saw the increased need, and we said, as good as the local organizations are, there's a lot of gaps in there, and what can we do and how can we do it? So we really, God had our yes, and so we chased after it, and so what we've done since then, we became a 501c3 in the first part of 2017, and where we are now, because the story is way too long to tell you all, is that Beyond 90 served because of those initial 90 days. That's why we took the name Beyond 90 there. We do walk-in services now where refugees can come with whatever they need. They can bring in and say, I got this in the mail last week and I don't understand it. I need help to go with my kids in school. I want to apply for a job, and of course I don't have a computer, so can you help me? I need help renewing my benefits. Whatever it is, we help with that. In 2023, that meant 6,740 visits to our office from 45 different countries. To be able to say the need is there is absolutely the case. We do dig deeper for some families or individuals who have things that happen to them that just need somebody to walk along a little more. We do that. And then we also, in 2021, merged another nonprofit underneath us that does refugee mental health. So we're the only Department of Health provider for refugee mental health also. We do really like doing that with them. So 3 or 4 times a year we go out and do clothing giveaways in apartment complexes that are mostly refugee. We do a big back to school event right before school gets started. We do a big Christmas party. So we do a lot of really fun things as well besides just providing services in there. So that's what Beyond 90 does. I mentioned we were volunteering with World Relief, and that's actually a segue to what I'm going to hand over to my wife here.
So I'd just like to share with you a story of Beyond 90 Services. We had a woman who was referred to us for mental health. She was from Moldova, and she was having a hard time adjusting to America. She was having a lot of depression because she couldn't speak the language, she couldn't even talk to her doctor. And so in that process, we found out that she was actually part of dentistry. That was the industry that she was in back in her home country. So our care coordinator was able to help her build a resume, and we reached out to local dentist office, and we actually found one that had somebody working in it that spoke her language. They conducted an interview over the phone in her language. She was hired on the spot, and then she was able to be back in the industry she had when she left Moldova. And so that just changed her whole world around. She was now feeling more confident, and she left us saying, thank you for helping me find myself again. And that is an example of what Beyond 90 exists, to help them really establish a life here in America, to be able to grow and thrive. In addition to that, my husband said we started out as volunteers of World Relief. Early last year, World Relief reached out because they were wanting to open up an office again here in the area, and they were looking for an affiliate partner. Of course, we jumped at that chance because it's like full circle for us. Started out with World Relief, now partnering with World Relief. And we submitted a proposal to the State Department, which got approved. And we also now have our first 90 initiative, which is the first 90 days as a refugee resettlement agency and affiliate partner of World Relief. In that time, we help them get apartments, employed, teach them about our country, job readiness training, and it's also our heart, as you may have known, World Relief in the past, is to partner with the local church. So we partner with the local church to welcome families, to be their friends, to establish relationship with them, and our love for it to be long-term relationship, where you, through that relationship, are able to talk about the Lord,